This week in hip hop. What's the date? It's March 7th, 2017. Chance the Rapper donates $1 million to Chicago's public schools. Now, I mean, Chance is just one of the best. He's just one of the best. He does incredible things. His music is amazing. And, I mean, he keeps doing these incredible things. I saw that there was he was at, I think this is what it was like some meeting, and I'm pretty sure that's where he announced that he donated this money. He's one of the best. YG breaks his $60,000 contract to play Fuck Donald Trump at a college concert. I wonder how much $60,000 is to YG. I mean, that's a lot of money for just to play a song for a night. But that's interesting that he had a contract against him from playing that song. That's crazy that that kind of stuff still happens, I guess. Even though we watched it just recently in the whole NWA movie of when they played Fuck the Police and there was all those people against them, it's kind of repeated itself with this song. Like, YG isn't allowed to play this song. And I wonder what's going to happen with YG now that he's played this song. It's a great song. New Joey Badass album called All American Badass is coming out April 7th. I'm really looking forward to this album. I think Joey has done a great job sticking to his style, because his style is so, although it's been done, like that whole kind of 90s boom bap-ish style, but he's repolished it and made it his own, and he's really the only person from the younger generation that's still putting out a sound like that. So I'm really impressed by his growth as an artist, and I'm really looking forward to this album. Kendrick shared some details for his follow-up. Honestly, I didn't really I kind of just skimmed through the article because I don't want any spoilers. I don't even want to know. I don't want to know until the album is just out. I don't want to hear any singles. I just want to hear that album fully, and I don't even want to know any details. But regardless, I am so insanely pumped for this. I don't even care when it comes out, man. Just take your time with it. I just want Kendrick to take his time with this album and just keep delivering the way he has been. Travis Scott announces his Bird Eye View tour. One of his performances on one of those late night shows was insane. I can't remember what one it was. Maybe Jimmy Fallon or Kimmel, maybe Kimmel. If he brings those visuals on this tour, then I'm 100% going. I'm thinking about going to the Terminal 5 show. I've been dying to see Travis live, and I think this might actually finally be my chance. Nardwuar put out a new interview with Vince Staples. Great interview. I kind of wish it was a little longer. There are some really funny moments in there. Vince is a great interviewer. He's one of the best hip-hop interviews that you'll see. Future stated that there was no third album. There was a lot of speculation since he released the self-titled album, and what was the other one? Hendrix. Everyone was speculating there's gonna be a third album that comes out, and he cleared it up. He said that there was no third album. So, I mean, how many albums can we really expect from him? Even though he does push out music every other month. So, that Academics guy, he says that Kodak Black is back in jail. I didn't know that he was ever out. So, I don't know. I'm like the worst hip-hop journalist YouTube channel there is. I don't know any of the stories that I look into. I just read the headlines and then I just put my opinion out there. I guess that's what the worst people do, actually. Now that I think about it, the worst people that state their opinions on anything, they just read the headlines, they don't even look at the article, and then they just write a whole bunch of shit on it, and they state their opinion very hard and heavy, and I feel I do that with this whole entire video series. Future makes history with back-to-back #1 debuts on the Billboard 200 album chart. I'm not really too familiar with how the Billboard album charts work, or the songs or whatever, but congrats to Future, man. I mean, Future's fan base is so unique. It's just grown so big in such a short amount of time. H3 Productions were backstage at a Post Malone show. It's a really weird collaboration when you see a big YouTube channel collaborating with a big rapper. That's like it's really cool to see that though. It's a cool collaboration. It's unique. It's like a really weird time to see such a collaboration like that. Travis Scott launches his own record label called Cactus Jack Records. That's really interesting. I wonder if the people who he's gonna have on that record label are just gonna sound a lot like him and have his style. That would be a crazy record label. I feel like he is a big, huge artist. Like Travis Scott is a very popular artist, but he doesn't have that much weight to his name yet to like launch his own record label, I would think. But then again, what do I know? Remy Ma put out another one, and it is literally called Another One. It was another diss towards Nicki Minaj. I didn't listen to it, but I was seeing that the reception of it was pretty iffy. I just want to hear what Nicki has to say. I don't give a fuck about this beef. I just want to see what Nicki has to say, and then we'll go from there. There was a new song from Mike Will Made It called Gucci On My with 21 Savage, YG, and Migos. I listened to the song, but it was kind of boring for me, man. I mean, I really like Mike Will's production, and I like 21 Savage, YG, and Migos, but it was just a really boring song for me. It didn't really do anything for me. There was also another song, Go Off, which had Quavo, Travis Scott, and Lil Uzi, and this song was just really corny for me. Maybe it was just because it was like, I was watching that the video for it, which was all like Fast and Furious stuff, and I hate those kind of videos. I hate when there's like clips of the movie in the video, and like the music video itself is like trying to relate to the movie, even though that makes perfect sense logically that they would do it like that, but it's just so corny for me, especially since this is like the 100th Fast and Furious movie. It's like, how many more of these fucking movies are we gonna make, man? Like, why don't they just end it? So Soundset put out their 2017 lineup, which is the Rhymesayers Festival that they've been having for a few years now, as far as I can remember. Atmosphere headlining, of course. Travis Scott, which is a great headliner. Lauryn Hill, which is, I've had one experience seeing Lauryn Hill, but the one time I saw Lauryn Hill, it was a really good time, but I've heard that a lot of people, they don't like her performance. She's not good. She shows up late, or she doesn't show up at all, so I mean, that's kind of in the air. You got Gucci, T.I., Mac Miller, Kevin Gates, Lil Uzi Vert, Pusha T, Brother Ali, Dram, Ty Dolla $ign, POS, Dr. Octagon, which is super interesting, Talib Kweli, Denzel Curry, Pete Rock, Peanut Butter Wolf, and there's a ton of other people on here who I'm not familiar with. I'm assuming that there's super underground people. Overall, it's a good lineup, but I think previous years have been better. It is still pretty good. I mean, I would like to see Travis, T.I., Pusha T, Dr. Octagon, POS, Talib, Denzel, Pete Rock. So yeah, and Atmosphere, of course. And it's hosted by Sway, so that's a good time right there. But previous years have just been better. But I mean, it's cool that they're still going strong and they can still book really big acts like that. I mean, this is one of the only like full-on hip-hop festivals that I'm even aware of anymore. So there is a Survivor series for Nas's Illmatic that's been going on. I've been looking at them. Let me see the most recent one. So the songs that have been voted out, round 1 was Genesis, round 2 was One Time For Your Mind, round 3 was One Love, that one's hard, round 4 was Halftime, round 5 was Represent, which is one of my favorite songs on the album, and round 6 was It Ain't Hard to Tell. Now this is a very, very complicated Survivor album, because really the only bad song, and it's not even bad, but the only song that I would want to get rid of is the Genesis. And I mean, it's not even like a song, so it doesn't count, but it's like, this is very, very hard. I think round 2, I would also agree, One Time For Your Mind, but then after that, it gets so hard. It's just like, all of the songs are so good on it. And alright, so the songs remaining are Memory Lane, The World Is Yours, Life's a Bitch, and New York State of Mind. This is gonna be like the hardest decision ever, but I've been very interested in seeing the outcome, and it's really cool that everyone's like gathering together, and like, even though we're voting out the songs and it's very hard to make that decision and it hurts somewhere deep in your heart, it's cool that everyone's gathering together and talking about Illmatic. It's a really cool feeling, and I'm just very interested in seeing how this is gonna play out. I haven't even been voting, but it's very interesting to see it play out. I don't think I could vote. I don't think I can vote, especially now between these 4 songs. I can't vote. That's all I gotta talk about this week. Again, it's been another week of just like random songs coming out. No projects or mixtapes or albums that I'm aware of, at least. Fill me in if there are any that I should be listening to, because I haven't really been listening to any of them. I'm looking forward to the new Drake album that should be coming out soon. I'm looking forward to this new Joey Badass album. So hopefully soon we'll have some album reviews to handle. Alright, that's it. Peace.